All right, my friends, welcome back. The first 2 grunts in Seafloor Cavern in some seconds. I am not done with my prep for the first fight, so I still need to change a move, and we will obviously double check some small stuff. Quick break here. After that, I'm done with the prep, but yeah. Let me export pretty quickly and let's check. Everything is fine so far. I have planned the first 2 grunts. Section is annoying. Pretty hard. Pretty hard. Not annoying, but it's pretty hard. Boom. That look fine. I want to change the nature from Sneaker. It will most likely not matter, but let's just change it. Adamant. It will most likely not matter. But yeah, we should be good to go for the first grunt. Just triple checking that we have the repel active. We are going from here, so we need to dodge less optionals. Because we always need to be able to dodge some optionals. From this side, it's a bit easier. Oh shit, in meine Seele. We should go a bit more up next time. Then it should be okay. By the way, I haven't checked the encounters here. I can do it in a second. What do we want to have here in the section? Let me check pretty quickly. Box. Entrance. We don't need the Primarina, of course. We have Army the Audino Slowbro here. I don't think we Knight. I think it's Gudra, right? It needs to be Gudra. It has to be Gudra. Let's see if we can maybe check the ability. I think this is pretty easy to check the ability. Because it's either shell armor or like speed drop. And we attack this. We need to get a speed drop and then we have the correct ability. That's what we want to have, basically. Even shell armor is really nice as well. Okay. But that we can do later. First of all, we will talk about the first fight. We changed some natures, some moves and stuff like that. And 85 on Escavalier without an item is enough. Okay, let's do the first grunt. Yeah, I think it's Gudra, I think. But yeah, we can decide that later. Let's... So the start is not super consistent here. It's not risky, but it's not consistent. Because we don't exactly know what this Kingdra will do here. This Kingdra is Sniper with scope lens. By the way, our reveal is up for the entire section. Outside of the last two boss fights. No. Sorry, only for Archie not. I think we have for the one boss fight the Aurora Wheel up. For Archie the Aurora Wheel is not up anymore. Okay, so that means we need to break that. It's up for the entire fight otherwise. Sniper Scope Lens Kingdra is really scary here because it will just crit kill a lot of stuff with Draco Meat. Mug, because we maximize special defense here, is always safe against one move at least. It can also focus energy. We have a Aya Papa Berry here, so if this crits, what is really likely, it will just proc it and never bait Draco again, because it will also get a drop. They have only two damaging moves, it's Octazuka and Draco. Both moves are special basically, so it will just go for Draco again. And that's what we don't. So we will Brick Break turn 1. On focus energy, what is the best what we can see here basically, I think. We have a backup for the other option as well. If this goes straight up for Draco, we can't stay in anymore. We will Toxic this now. We can't miss the Toxic, and the Aura Wheel is gone. This is always critting, I think, now. Yeah. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. I have Papa Berry procced, and we have a Toxic on it. So this cannot use Octazuka. I changed the nature from my Torterra as well. Torterra needs HP here. So if we can't Toxic this, because that was not guaranteed that we are possibly can this Toxic this, it would always use Draco on my Torterra anyways. That's a cool thing. What we would do basically is we would Synth once at least. And then just Giga Drain. And Giga Drain would do on -3 more recovery. On -6, sorry, more recovery than the Draco damage would do. Because we need to stay on nearly full HP. Basically, it's really important for the bait. That's why we changed the nature to relax as well here. But now we can just Synth because it's Toxic. So we don't even need to Giga Drain here. It have max PP Draco, so it would not run out of Draco Meteor before we kill it with Giga Drain. That's the cool part. But now we can just Synth because it will just die to Toxic seconds. And this is not Honchcrow because we changed the nature to relaxed. This is always because Honchcrow is not seeing a kill with highest roll here. So this is always Gorel now. or exactly Ice Beam. Cannot Shell Smash because I have a slow kill with Wood Hammer. Okay. And now we'll go to my Auroros here. On the Ice Beam. Obviously can't get Freeze. I have only some rolls only kills, but it cannot Shell Smash. That is the most important thing. And max speed Auroros is 1 point faster and kills with Never Melt Ice Freeze Dry. This should always now bring in Honchcrow because of a fast skill superpower. And never anything else. I think the AI would also calc, that was also something what I was worried about the Honchcrow, that the AI calcs with guaranteed crit Night Slash because it's super luck scope lens. So I think the AI would calc with guaranteed Night Slash as well, or the switch in already. But this can never happen here. Even if we get an Ice Beam crit. So this is consistent only and only superpower. We have a slow kill as well. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is it is only and only superpower here. So we can go to my Isla here. But it's not maximized in defense and special defense. We don't need that. It's pretty squishy still, but we will take that superpower. And even Night Slash would be okay because it's here. It would just like always crit basically. It can also crit, like the superpower can also crit here. But yeah, it is not guaranteed at least. Night Slash would always crit, I really hard believe at least. With Super Lux Scope Lens and being high crit move. Okay. We fake out here. I don't want to get a drop. This will just die because it also got a defense drop here to Ice Punch. And because we have a fast kill on Eggy and a fast kill on Magnezone. I think Magnezone was the hardest part for me, to be honest, for some reason, because of Magnet Pull. So we kill this with Ice Punch. And should always bait Crobat now. We have a slow kill on Crobat as well. But Crobat have a fast kill with Air Slash. Yeah. Okay. And I hope this is correct. So we go here to my Rack City. Always beat this Crobat. And we should always bait Magnezone here after that. There's no chance for anything else. So there's the Air Slash. We have a Citrusberry here to get out of ranges and stuff like that. We'll just overdrive kill this Crobat. Every move is resisted here basically. And that should be Magnezone now. Because I have a fast kill on Eggy. With that we are baiting the Eggy also last, what is really nice of course. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, every Pokemon, or like a lot of Pokemons what I was using for Eggy or like for Crobat, what was basically a Steel type, was just baiting Magnezone and we would be trapped because of Magnet Pull. So now we can go to Torterra on Guaranteed Thunder here, or I think it can Mirror Coat, because it doesn't see a kill. But Thunder is highest damage here, because every move is basically resisted here. So just, yeah, it's just Thunder or Mirror Coat, I guess. Being full HP is really important, so we take that Flash Cannon now here. Or like, not full HP, but decent HP at least. This Flash Cannon will not be that dangerous. But it could be dangerous if we are lower, you know, and EQ always kills, of course. Alright, and now we have the last Pokemon what can't boom anymore. They have knockoff, so we need to ASAP switch out here. And we are not holding an item on my Escavalier. We only need 85 here. It just always beats this Pokemon riskless. It's just not a problem. This is faster already, so we don't care about Quick Claw. We just X-Scissor twice, and knockoff is the highest damage even without the Quick Claw. So, without the item, basically. We would just lose the item. Oh. I mean, it's always a two-shot. It doesn't really matter, it's just a bit faster now. But yeah. That was riskless as well. I think in total the fight was riskless. We just need to adapt to the first turns, basically. What happens there. Okay. So, I have only planned one more, because I could only plan the first two. I will just take it slowly here. What we will do now is we will not go up from this position. We'll go back and just go up from a position where I think we will not encounter a fucking... something like that, I think. Yeah, that's cool. That works. Okay. I don't have a flyer, so I need to go from here. And yeah, we need to prep the next fight, and I also need to change the team, the moveset for the next fight. What people consider, and I would also say one of the hardest fights here, if we talk about the grunts. I think I have a good plan, but it's also, again, not consistent what happens in the first turns. So let's hope that my prep is good enough, that this is riskless. What should be the case, but I think we could get in danger. Let's see. Let's see. So, not even sure this is possible. Yeah, I guess. So we will bring Urshifu. Then we have Hydreigon. We have Primarina. Magnus Zone. What is a pivot? A really important pivot, but and then we have the first time Archeops. And Escavalier is a backup. It's just in the team. I will not change that. It's just in the team. Okay. So let's do it step by step. Let's fly away from here first of all, because we need to change some moves. So Urshifu needs the Jolly nature first of all. Jolly nature. Choice Bandit. Jolly nature, Choice Bandit. And it will get 2 new moves here. These moves are really important for the baits. Or like one at least. Will teach Ice Punch. Over Rock Thump now. So we removed Aqua Jet because we can just teach it back in a regular run. You need to be really careful with that. Would never do that. But we can do that. That's the cool thing. And now we pre-damage. I will check the pre-damage in a second again. Because it's pretty important, but it should be correct. To 257 HP. And with that, Urshifu is done. Okay, now Hydreigon. Hydreigon needs some changes as well. First of all, its timid nature. Timid. Now we need to teach a move back, and that is Dragon Pulse. We can just remove U-turn for this fight, because we want to have every other move basically. Yeah, and this will get a Citrus Berry. Dragon Pulse over U-turn, and then we pre-damage. So, pre-damage. .2, 253 HP. That should be the only pre-damages we need in this fight. Now Primarina will just get a Citrus Berry, nothing else. Nothing special here. Only Citrus Berry. Magnezone will not get any changes, just gets reburned and will also get a Citrus Berry. And now my new Pokemon basically will get some changes here. First of all, we will level this up to max. They're using this first time now, and I'm pretty excited about this Pokemon, and it looks really promising. Even, I think it's stronger probably in the earlier splits. But it is just hitting like a truck, so yeah. Change the nature. We don't even need to change the IVs, basically, what we are doing right now. But I will still do it, because I think we can just maximize the stuff on this one. So attack and speed will be maximized now here. That should be done. Now we will teach some moves back. We basically, or like at least one move, what we need here, and that is Rock Slide. Could also teach U-turn here. This Pokemon gets U-turn. This is so good, but it's the scale, of course. So fucking good, man. Okay, and now we need to teach a move what is a TM, and that is Aerial Ace. Okay, and with that we are done with the prep. We just need to give this an expert belt, and then we are good to go basically, because Escavalier should never enter the fight if I haven't fucked up anything. So we just check the pre-damage one more time. And just check some small stuff. Okay. Okay, so the pre-damage should be correct from Ushi. With 157. And... 7... Same for Hydrate. Okay. Alright. Then I would say let's go for the second fight. Last fight of the stream. I will do short streams now, probably in the late game. Just do 1 or 2 fights. Most of the time more than one, but at least, but yeah. And broken damage. Holy shit. Broken damage. Okay, let's go from here this time. Let's not make that mistake again. Let's just go from here, I guess. Yeah, better. Oh, shit. This fucking optional. I guess Choice Bandit Urshifu would do probably the work what we need if we run into one of those optionals, but I don't know. Okay, this fight is considered, and I would say that is most of the time true in a regular run as well, one of the hardest fights here. This fight is absolutely like outside of the boss fights. I'm just talking about the grunts. The strongest grunt here, I would say, with a 6 months as well. Choice Bandit, timid nature, we teach Dragon Pulse, 3 damage, modest nature on you. That's perfect, and adamant max attack, max speed now. Okay, let's do it. So, I say it already, it's not 100% certain, because we don't exactly know what would happen here. So, I am at least confident, and we can just check that again. No, that is not true. So I think that is the small thing what could happen here. And then I think we have to check out the HP from Ushi. And I think we could maybe even wipe on that. If this is exactly Q crit instead of going rocks, we could be in trouble. If this is EQ crit, it's always EQ again. So I think I can also play around that and switch out. So that works. EQ crit never kills here, by the way. If this will EQ here turn 1, what is really unlikely, but it can happen, goes highest damage over rocks here, then we will at least already have the Aurora Wheel gone, and I think I can still play with my line, because I can switch out on guaranteed EQ. It will not liquidation. So I think we are Gucci, so we just brick break here. On rocks most of the time, and this is a 2-shot with Choice Band. Yeah, there are the rocks. We will play with rocks up. The fight is also planned without rocks, but I have to plan without rocks as well, because of the pre-damage and stuff like that. So my Urshifu is pre-damage. With this HP, always baits now the fish. And exactly Psychic Fangs, because I'm pre-damaged to be always dead to the highest roll. Yeah. With the Choice Band, we have a lot of fast kills here, or like fast to hit KOs. Yeah, but if we get a EQ crit, then we bait Gyarados, I think. And Gyarados is basically dead to a close combat. Choice Band a 2-shot, talking about Gyarados, but not after the Intimidate anymore, so we need to switch out basically. Now we can go to Hydreigon here on Psychic Fangs exactly. We will not Dark Pulse here, by the way. Dark Pulse kills this, and we are not holding a damage item here on purpose. And we have pre-damage without rocks. That's why we have also the Citrus Berry. This will Aqua Jet, and the pre-damage was without rocks for Aqua Jet and some stuff for later. So we will Draco Meteor, what is not always killing, but we have a Citrus Berry exactly for this situation. Because the Citrus Berry is absolutely fine and cool if this procs. And because of the drop, and because we are not holding an item, we are baiting now Haxorus. That's why we use Draco Meteor. And because we don't have a damage item. So, this needs to use. We want to go back to my Hydreigon. We are faster with Timid Nature. We want to go back to Hydreigon. That's pretty easy at this point for us. Because we will just go on this Outrage to Primarina Knight. It needs to Outrage here. Can't do anything else. We will get Rocks damage. And now it will Iron Tail. It can't Dragon Dance because Moonblast would kill this. So we flip turn out. Slow flip turn. And this is never killing us. Even on a max roll crit after Rocks damage. So slow flip turn out here. So we can get back to my Hydreigon. Now, really important. Hydreigon will not drop a Draco. The damage output from Dragon Pulse is enough to kill this Haxorus. And that is really important for the baits. So we kill this Haxorus with a Dragon Pulse. Would die from full HP. And we always bait Muk. And the entire P-damage is for Muk, basically. We have a Citrus Berry, so we can never get into Gyarados' Ice Fang range. Perfect. And now, this will always use Focus Punch. This is Bright Powder Muk with Explosion. It can't blow up because it sees a kill with Focus Punch. We have Aura Sphere here to use always and break the Focus Punch every single turn. If it's below 10% HP, it can boom over kill, because it's only a slow kill. Where we will just kill it with Aura Sphere anyways. So critical hits doesn't really matter here, because at the point where it is below 10%, it will just die against my Hydreigon anyways. And it needs to reach 10% or lower to even have a chance to boom over kill. Okay. Focus Punch again. The next Aura Sphere after that will kill always. We can't miss this move. That's really good about the line. And it is going for a Focus Punch and not for the slow boom. That's completely fine. And because we have a fast 2 KO against everything in the back now, we bait Team Order. And that is the key here. Bait Gyarados before Roserade. Perfect. It cannot Dragon Dance because Draco Meteor, and that's why we didn't use Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is a 2-shot, that's why it cannot Dragon Dance here. It needs to exactly Ice Fang here. We go to Magnezone. Just in case I'm pre-burnt here and I don't want to get freezed here, I'm pretty sure it needs to go for the kill, for the EQ kill always. Even if I'm freezed and it cannot Dragon Dance. Usually it would be possible if it doesn't see a kill, it's a guaranteed Dragon Dance. Then. But because it sees a kill, it would always go for a Q here. And now we go to Archeops. On a guaranteed ground move. We will get rocks damage, and we have the ability, obviously, where we don't want to drop below 50%. But, yeah, we will just kill this with an Exit Belt Rock Slide now. Broken Pokemon. Not only that, we will also kill the second Bright Powdermon in this fight. What is Roserade? With a fucking single Aerialade. And that's the fight. Okay. 2 grunts are done. I think we will do the back-to-back, and I think it's a back-to-back. And then we have 1 more grunt, and then we have the boss fights. So that is the plan for the next stream at least. And then we will have the boss fights. So thank you for watching, and yeah, see you guys in the next stream.